Hello nerds! Welcome back to another chaotic update. I believe this is episode 6. We are finally before my bookshelves again. Honestly, they still look a mess. They're so empty now because I didn't phase anything out. But at least the books are back on their right shelf. And currently that's where we're gonna be happy with. In this episode we're talking about the things I made, the things I'm reading. And this episode is basically mostly gonna be the yarns I bought. Let's get started. So what have I read? Reading is still a bit tricky. Reading is going well. It's the picking books that is still very, very tricky. However, I ordered and started reading immediately Wat Vies at Night by thinkingF. I'm not far in at all, so I can't really tell you anything much, but I am enjoying it immediately. We do follow the soldier from the first book, What Moves the Dead. And I can already, we're seeing his trauma from the war and his tightness that he developed with it. But also the trauma of the mushrooms. Let's say it that. Because obviously, otherwise it's going to be a spoiler if you haven't read the first book. But this man is traumatized by mushrooms for a good reason, trust me. And his friend, the mushroom, mycologist, is that how you say it? The mushroom expert is coming over. That's where I'm at. Basically, so not much at all. But it is interesting. It's already intriguing me. So, yay for ordering this book. I'm reading it immediately. Basically. So that's reading wise. Let's go on with crafting. Crafting was hard last episode and now it's good again. And I'm really happy about it. It is mainly due to my husband who told me just go buy the yarns. And he also bought me a yarn book, which I will show in acquisitions. But that makes me motivated to start knitting again. So, sock-wise, I believe the last time I showed you those legs were done, but I'm not sure. But then my brain didn't want to do heels. My brain is now allowing me to do heels again. So I did the heel of this sock. The other one still needs to be done, but progress, right? This is again with the Mars yarn from Hobie and the Black Friday yarn. The Mars yarn is somewhere, but this is the Mars yarn. So I'm really happy about that I can finally progress with socks. And that's mainly because I started a new sock. Because my husband let me buy yarn. And that sock is already finished. So I started this sock last week and I finished it. The stripes is addicting. That's why. This goes by so fast. Because there's, in a couple of rows, there's something new to look forward to, basically. So I do 2 rows of yellow, or yellow goldish. Then 4 rows of red. Then I do 2 rows of yellow again. And then I'm like, oh, I only need 8 rows of red. And then I'm on to the next sequence. And that continues. And then your sock is done. I do need to start the second one of this. But I'm very, very happy that this went so fast. It totally got my mojo back. That's why I did the heels on the other sock. I'm really happy with it. Because I was struggling a bit. I was also struggling with a square blanket. So I decided to make another square blanket. The Weasley blanket has been calling my name for a while now. So I decided to embrace chaos. And just go with what my brain wants. And it's paying out. Because it let me do heels and stuff again. But I made these squares. For the Weasley blanket. I haven't woven in any ends because I didn't feel like it. I just wanted to make squares. The end weaving is going to be a pain. And I know it. But I just grabbed colors that I found very easily. So I have a green. The other one is a bit nicer green, but this is also Weasley green. We have brown, another brown, and then we have this red burnt copper, flesh, and turquoise, and this is the whole shebang. So this is what the blanket's gonna look like a bit, and I think it's gonna be pretty. And I will attach all the squares with very dark brown. Basically, that's the plan. And I think it will work out. So that, oh no, that's not everything. Because I'm wearing one. I have actually finished something. It took me a year, or not a year. It took me a month to get the yarn I needed for this sweater. I finally got it. It's a Annette Melody. This is what I have left. I ordered 2 balls just in case I needed more than one. This is left from one. So I'm glad I have the second ball because I would be stressed with doing the yarn chicken. But I would also have won the yarn chicken. So it might be worth it. Now I have a ball. And I don't know. I might do a blankets one day with all the yarns I have left over from sweaters. Because I think that's going to be pretty, funny. But the sweater is done. This is the Clara sweater from Tinderbox. I made a ribbing. That was all that needed to be done. And I put a tag on it because it looks cute. But it also reminds me of what I need to hand wash, basically. So this is how it looks. I'm happy. You can't see this, but it looks cute. Let me... It's cute, right? I like it. So yes. The sweater is finally done and I'm very, very excited about it. This is my most happy project of this week. Because it's finally done and I'm immediately wearing it, obviously. So let's go into shamelessly let you see what yarn I bought and which book my husband got me for me. So last time we spoke, I was really in a rut. I had no clue what to do, what to knit, what to read, what to crochet. Nothing. Nothing would work. And it was quite annoying and sad. So my husband got me this Nightmare Before Christmas knitting book. I have been eyeing this for over 3 months. I have seen it in London, didn't buy it, and was really sad about it. This is a very expensive book, so, obviously I was not going to buy it. Because I felt like it was cheaper in London. My husband was done with it, and he was like, yeah, girl, you need some inspiration right now. If you're not going to buy the book, I will. So he did. I'm so grateful. First of all, the end papers. Us book lovers love good end papers. But this is full of very, very exciting projects. This shawl is my favorite, and these mittens are really, really nice. And then there is so much. You can check it on Ravelry what patterns they're all in if you want to. But the one I want to show you, because that's the one I probably make first. These are very nice mittens, but yeah, this is it. Socks! Aren't they great? I've never done the socks this high. But basically my husband ordered me this book and then let me buy the sock yarn for those socks. So I now got this yellow from Durable Socks because it felt like a Sally yellow, also a Hufflepuff yellow. And that's also, this gold is also the Langya wool, which I got because this also feels like Sally and also Gryffindor. I have that in blue and pink. Those are all from Lang. And then I have Durable Socks in black again, and this will be Sally colors, right? Or this, whatever. I think that one is better. Sally colors. So it turns out that for the shawl you also need sock wool. I thought I would need the kiwi, but it doesn't. But this is not enough for the shawl. So socks. I'm excited. So excited. I have all these sock IDs because this is Hufflepuff. And then I also got these, which is obviously for Ravenclaw. I got these because then again with black and purple I already own, I can finally make the Frankenstein socks I wanted. And then also with the purple I own and the black, I can make Nevermore socks. Very, very expired. So that's why I also decided to order Disco Silly socks from Hobie again. That's why I got this because I got points, so that was free, but it's Ravenclaw colors. Picked this because it's Ravenclaw colors. But I just got the black because all my combinations of socks I wanted to do, most of them required black. So I was like, I'm not sure if this is enough. Let's get another skein just to make sure, because everything from Sally needs this, so the shawl will need it, the socks will need it, the Hufflepuff socks will need it. Also the Sally mittens will need it because I did buy. Finally, I bought unicorn yarn from Hobie. This is their most expensive sock yarn. However, this is the tonals. Those are not as expensive. They have this melange one that is hand dyed, which I'm not I do think they sell it as hand dyed, but I don't know how that works. Because they always have the same colors, and you know, Hobie's a big company. But I have to be honest with you guys, it already feels so much softer than all the other yarns, including my favorite Black Friday yarn. So, might be worth it. But I ordered the Sally skin color because I kind of want to make her mittens. So be prepared to see loads of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff coming up. Probably will save stuff for that for Halloween, just so you know. And then I also bought another hand-dyed yarn because Alexander makes the most beautiful yarn and I couldn't resist. This is the Pistachio Nougat Dyed Wool based. And it's a minty green, light green with brown. This is so out of my colors I usually pick, but I absolutely love it, so I couldn't resist. And now I'm a bit sad I didn't buy more because a sweater quantity of this would be nice, right? But I got so many wool, so let's, you know, be happy about that. And if she has them later, I might get more for a sweater. But for now I have stuff enough to do, so we're good. And I think that was all for this week. I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, nerds.